As I'm navigating the launching of this YouTube and just seeing the level of engagement that you guys have with everything, first of all, I just want to say thank you. And second of all, I want you to engage more. I know, crazy to say it like that. But in today's video, I actually want you to engage with what I am saying. So grab paper and a pen, and we're gonna jump into this video and do some work together so that this is more than just us talking, this is actually us doing. Hi everyone, my name is Joy and I'm the creative behind Just Joy Creative. We are just launching and figuring out what we are. And so right off the bat, I want to establish that we are a people of action on this channel. So hopefully you grabbed your pen and your paper, and we are going to get started at looking at 3 areas that help you figure out who you are and what your skill sets are. All right, now that you've actually gone and grabbed paper and a pen, let's do this together. Let's think through the things that define our skill set. And that's where we're gonna write out here. We're gonna draw a line from the top to the bottom and the left to the right. We're gonna fill out these different quadrants. Today, we're gonna really focus on the personal journey over the outward journey because it's a really important part of it. So what we're actually gonna write is we're gonna write in the top left-hand corner, we're gonna write what you know. This is actually like an important one. I think, especially when we settle into a job that we've done for a while, or when we're in school and we're comparing ourselves to others, we really forget what we know. And it starts that simply about by just sitting down and going, wait, what do I know? You know, I qualify so many other people over myself all the time. I think somebody else is so much better at X, Y, and Z than me. And that's actually not true. There is a skill set that they have, but there's a skill set that you have. So what you know is where we're starting. We'll come back to this in a second and actually write out. So what you know, the next thing is what you love. That's a big one. What you love. This is kind of our dream center. And we're gonna focus on that each piece in a second. So we're gonna focus on this in a minute. But what you love, that is a part of your skill set, right? That's part of what you're called to do. That's kind of your purpose area. And then what others see. So instead of just always looking externally at others in a way of comparing yourself, actually what others see, and let's finish that off by saying in you. So what do they see as your strength? And your homework is gonna be to actually go out and ask. And so then the final kind of quadrant here would actually be, which is what we're not getting into today, but what the world needs. So we will talk about this in coming weeks, but I don't want to focus here yet because we first need to do, as I said, the internal work, and then we'll do the external. And this is going to answer kind of your purpose of all of these things that you're created to do, that you're called to do, that you want to do, that you excel in. How do you put that into practice in your real kind of context? And the biggest thing is if you don't know what you're good at, if you don't know what you know, if you don't know what you love, if you don't know what others see in you, it's really hard to know how to make an impact in the world. So what you know, start there. What you know is basically hard facts to start out with, which is your skill sets. So for me, I'm going to say photographer. I think I'm a photographer. I'm also going to say videographer, because that is also something else that I do. I can go on and on and on. I can do construction, I can do management and leadership and all those kind of things. I know how to do all of that, but I'm gonna stick to that for now. I'm gonna encourage you after this video, put on some music or go for a walk and think about these things, write these thoughts out. Also in the what you know area, we're gonna do soft skills. So people person is gonna be mine. Time management. And I say that people person is a soft skill because it allows me to be really adaptive in environments where I'm really working with the environment of the people to make sure everybody's involved and I'm very aware in situations. So I'm gonna call it a people person as a soft skill. Time management is a soft skill. Customer service, the classics. But think about the ones that you have that are soft skills that you can say that are applicable in any circumstance, and give yourself some credit for what you can actually do. And then your learning in there is also an important piece. So what's your education? So for me, I can write master's and bachelor's and diploma. And to be honest, if yours doesn't say any of these things and it just says diploma from high school, or it just says certificate, whatever the case may be, there is no area, there's no amount of education that you have to have in order to have a skill set. I have gone the educational route. A lot of people have, a lot of people haven't. So also like see the other areas that you have skill sets in, and like education is just a part of it. It's just a piece of the puzzle. So I still want you beyond this video to work further out than just this, but start here. Start writing out right now with me the things that you have in this list in your area of what you know, and really honestly give yourself credit. Give yourself credit. Then we have the area of what you love, our next quadrant. This one is like the dream. So like basically dream of all the things that you love, maybe the things that like you lose track of time doing. What do you kind of get so focused on all of a sudden it's dinner time and you like didn't realize. So for me, it's anything to do like with photography, videography, brainstorming ideas. I can get caught in like so many things. People, I love being with people. So there's something about what I do that needs to involve people because I love them so much, and I will lose track of time with my friends at all times. So honestly, what I love is hanging out with people. Coffee, I can dream about coffee and all of a sudden realize, time has gone by. But like again, what I would say for this is that like really sit on this after this video. We're just getting started, but I really encourage you to do this. And then this is your homework. Your homework is to ask what others see in you. But specifically, what are things that people compliment you on when you do ask them? Like, what do they say? Like, oh, you're really good at. Or what do people ask your help for? So ask for help. So do they ask for help with like technology, with advice, with, I don't know, create the list, with cooking. I don't know. That could also be like a skill set that you have. I boggle by that one. I do like to cook, but I wouldn't say that my friends would call me to ask me for recipes. They will say like, good job on your food when I feed them. But yeah, nobody's calling Joy for recipes. But maybe they do for you. So that is something that others see as a skill that you have. So focus on, I would say, this for your homework for this week is what others see in you. And today I would highly encourage you, right after watching this video or just like a continuation from this video, write out what you know and what you love. The biggest thing of any part of this journey of us figuring out our skill sets is doing the work. You can't think it out in your head. Sometimes like you think in your head and then you say it out loud and you're like, whoa, what was that thought? That's this. You are discrediting yourself, and I say that boldly. You are discrediting yourself more than you should. You have a skill set already, but sometimes we just need to see it out on paper. So, good job. Well done. That is it for this week. I want to get practical with you. That is what I hope that we can be together. So thank you for joining me in this week's video. Remember, in the midst of all that you're going through, you are loved, you are seen, and I cannot forget the thing we have to say when we create videos. If you like this video, comment, like, subscribe, and if you want to do this with a friend, I would highly encourage you to send them this video. Hi friend, if you got here because you did send this to a friend, and say, hey, let's do this together. It's always good to do things together. I highly encourage that. So go and have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you online at some point this week, and next week we will continue on with our discussion.